Good evening and welcome to our crafting session this evening. My name's Jenny McCormack and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I'm based in the market town of Brackley, which is in Northamptonshire in the UK. Thank you so much for joining me. It is, I believe, Thursday, the 3rd of November, and today I have a new kit, a brand new kit to open. I haven't opened one of these, and all I remember is that it consists of tags and some gift card holders, and obviously those tags can be used as toppers onto cards if you want them to. So this is currently still available. Most of our kits are only available while stocks last, and this particular kit is £20 here in the UK, obviously. So let's open it up and have a look. So I did give you the option. Hi Carol. And who else is saying hi? Hi Lisa. Thank you for your lovely comments, ladies. So I popped a post out just a little bit earlier to say which set did you want to see. So we've got the birthday card organizer, and we've got this one, and the nominations were for this kit here. So let's have a look. It uses shaded spruce ink. Rather than open this one, I'm actually going to use my existing one. And there are some stamps, and the stamps say, let me put a card behind. It says, "Just for you, Merry Christmas with love, from our home to yours, to and from, for someone special, enjoy, and a little something for a friend." It's a nice set. And in here we have the instructions. So separate is the ink pad, and I had in my hand my small snips, but I can't find them, so I'm just going to attack this with a rather large pair of scissors, like so. Let's see what we have. So as usual, what I'm going to do is make one each of the designs as they were designed, and then I will make some alternatives. So let's see what we've got. We've got these little pockets, so we've got 3 of these, and these are quite thick card. We've got 3 of those, 3 of these in the green, and then 3 of these that are black, red and green. So these obviously to tuck the gift cards into. Hopefully you can see that. Sorry, it's shining a little bit. Might move that way. Put my other light on. There we go. Hopefully not shining too much. Now all the way around the edge of here I've got everything going on for my class in a box, so I'm hoping it doesn't all drop into shot. So let's see what else we have. So we have a block, we have some red and green baker's twine, and we have some dimensionals, little pack of dimensionals. Then we have some lovely tags, and these look like they are die cut. Yes, so they are die cut. This one has got a tree shape. There's that one there. And then this, which I guess is mint macaron, has got a reindeer shape. Now, if you didn't want to, I'm guessing you didn't have to pull these out. You could leave them in. But obviously you get the pieces that have come out. Let's try and get some order here, shall we? Okay, that's that. And then on this one, it's a star. Okay, so we've got 3 tags and they are quite big. If I get a standard sized card, I want to see what they're like on a UK sized card, because I think that in itself would make a lovely card front. Let me just fold this white. So I hope everybody is well. Here we are at Thursday already. Again, we had a great event at the weekend, if I haven't caught up with you since then. Right, so let's have a look. So this is, yes, I think these are going to make great toppers for cards. So put all these together and then pop them onto a card with some dimensionals. Obviously they're designed to go with the gift cards behind them. Okay, so that's those 3. Let's see what else we have and then we'll look at the instructions. So we've got some panels of card. I'm guessing these are probably for sentiments. So there's 12 of those. We then have some little, oh these are pretty, die cuts. These are obviously been laser cut, very fine. Just want to tease this out. Like so. So the secret of this is just to take your time. Don't rush it and pull it. There we go. I suspect that's probably to do with the reindeer, but who knows? All will be revealed. Okay, so we have 3 of those die cuts. Then we have 12 circles die cut. Okay, and then we have 3 each of this mint macaron, I think, and this one. So let's pop out 1 each of these in preparation. So there's 1, and then this one with like the fir tree element on it. Okay, there we are. So I'll pop that one to one side. We have some glue dots as well and a piece of card. So if you don't have a work surface to work on, that card is really useful for stamping onto and practicing. So there are always some QR codes that you can use. So if you are a beginner crafter, beginner stamper, especially to Stampin' Up kits, there's 2 QR codes that you can scan with your phone. One talks about beginning basics, stamping basics, and the other one is a video instruction for this particular kit. So all you would do is take your mobile phone, and depending on what phone you have, I use barcode scanner, but you could use, if it's an iPhone, I think you can use your camera. And so you literally just scan on that and it will come up with your link to YouTube. And this says the kits collection. Okay, and then you can go through each of the different ones. So there's the Christmas gifting kit is here. But if you've got any of the other kits, all of the instructions are here. It's a good way of looking through to see whether you might like a particular kit by having a look. You do need to check that that kit obviously is still in stock. So this is the Christmas gifting kit.
Today I'm here to help you create the Christmas gift.
There we go. So this video is 6 minutes long. So all of the instructions have that QR code on there, and obviously you can also refer to any of my videos too. Okay, so let's give this a go. As I say, I really don't remember anything about it, so we will see. Hi Moretta, good evening to you. So let's have a quick look at the finished product. So we've got the tag here. Oh, I see. So what they've done is they put the card behind, the little gift card behind the aperture, and then added the other details on top. But the good thing about that is what's come out of the aperture you get to use on something else. And if you don't want to use the gift card element behind, like this one for example, okay, so what they've done is they popped it behind. There's a little hole there to put the two together. You could put some other patterned paper behind here, or if you're putting it onto a plain card you could leave it open, or you could just cut out a rectangle. So lots of things I can see that you could do with this outside of the way that Stampin' Up! Designed it. So let's have a look. So let's do this one first, and we've got some stamping to do. So all of the instructions are included on there. I just need a shaded spruce ink pad. Sorry. Just get it from my box that is packed ready for my coffee and card tomorrow. So they reckon take the red strip here, and I would always recommend leaving the pieces in here for your stamping, possibly doing all your stamping first. Because I'm only going to do one of each for the moment, I am just going to take this one out, okay, and stamp on that separately. Okay, so they say just for you, but obviously you could use any of the other ones. There we go. As I said, it comes with a block and an ink pad. Just going to put that at an angle. And I do recommend that you have a little practice. Now I've got some spare pieces of card here, so before I go on to my finished piece, you could also just stamp on the reverse or on any spare bits of card that were in your pack. You could even stamp on the piece of cardboard that comes with the pack. So we've got just for you goes on the piece here. So I'm just stamping this off first to ink up the stamp in preparation. And obviously if you the kit comes with shaded spruce, but if you wanted to use real red or something you could do that. And they put it just centrally like so, just for you. And then they've got to and from. Let's grab that. This is obviously for the gift tag element on the back. So again, just going to a little practice on my spare piece of card. Looks fine. And they want you to pop that on one of the circles, so I'm going to leave that in place this time round. I do have to take my glasses off to see what I'm doing, and obviously you want it a little bit higher because you want to see who, you know, you want to be able to write on there. Okay, so So let's pop that out. That should dry very quickly. Okay, let's close up the ink pad. So we've got just for you and to from. That's step number 1 in our instructions. Step number 2 is take this one here and pop the darker green here at the bottom, and then the just for you is going to go right the way across like that. So they put glue dots on here, which are these tiny ones here, and so you don't watch me just fumbling around taking those off, I'm just going to use a little bit of glue instead. Okay, so this is going to go here, and they don't show you as putting anything on these little pieces, they're just going to sit on top. And then my strip with just for you is going to go on with dimensionals, again, which comes in the pack, and they even show you where to pop the dimensionals on. 2, 3. Okay. There we go. So this one is going to go across like this. I think this is going to be a popular kit. This is the first time I've opened it. I ordered some a while ago, but I haven't had a chance to open them. Okay, so I think you could easily put some paper behind that and just pop that on a card. I think that will do it, especially if you've got like plaid papers or Christmas papers, holly papers. But let's do it as they suggested. So they would like you to use this one here. Take that little hole out the top, like so, and pop your to from piece on here. And the idea of this is that you can pop a gift card into here, so it's a perfect way of giving a gift card. Let's see if I've got my, I usually have a spare card to hand, but I haven't. And so I think you could put that on with some dimensionals here and here, so across this little bit. So 1 and 2, they show it with glue dots. Hi Brenda, I hope you're well. Thank you for joining us. Okay, so I've got my to from. Oh, I realise now why they didn't suggest dimensionals, is because when you're writing on here, if you've got dimensionals, obviously you've got a bit of a dip. Okay, and then they've got some, tuck my sleeve out of the way, baker's twine, and they even tell you how much to use, 12 inches or 30 centimetres. I don't think I'm going to use that much. And what they show is putting these two together like this, and then thread this through, like so, and tie. Just going to do a little knot quite close down so they don't move apart too much, like so, and then I'm going to do another one at the top like that, but you could keep that open if you wanted to. does help if you have scissors that that aren't blunt. So there we go. We've got our tag, huge tag, and then a gift card in which you can put a standard size gift card. So from your local coffee shop or your local supermarket, that will fit in there. Okay, so that's number one. Now, if you didn't want to use that element as a gift card, you could just literally attach that to the back, as I said, and layer that onto a card. And I still think that would work. Okay, so there's number one design. I think the others are all going to be very similar, but let's have a look and see. So the next one is the stars. And they've chosen a Merry Christmas sentiment for this one. So let's pop this here. So we've got the green star. And then, I think it is, yep, this one here. That sort of goes, they've got that going across. Hi Jeanette, how are you? Let me just lift this up so you can see it a little bit better in case you missed that one. So this is the first, this is called the Christmas gifting kit, and it consists of 9 tags and 9 gift card holders. Oh, hi Nick, thanks for joining us. So lovely to have you join us live. For anybody who doesn't know, Nick, who's just joined us and commented, is a lovely demonstrator from my team based in Ireland. So if you know anybody in Ireland who wants to purchase Stampin' Up products, she's going to be your go-to lady. Okay, so welcome. Right, let us pop this one out. And they've used the black one for this, but obviously all of these are completely interchangeable. If you wanted to use the green one in this and the red one on the red, you could do. So let us grab the Merry Christmas. And I have to say, I do always like the stamps that we have in our kits. They're just such a useful set. And when you think the whole kit is £20 and it includes the stamp set and the little ink pad and the block, it's really good value, because even when you've made them, you've then got some Christmas sentiments for another time. And here we go. So they've got Merry Christmas on the banner. Oh good Jeanette, I'm glad you're well, and thank you for letting me know that you're card kit arrived. Okay, so we've got Merry Christmas. I am going to try it on my little practice sheet. It's a nice style, Merry Christmas too. There we go. So, whoops, got a little bit of ink there, but I'll be careful. So, Merry Christmas. And if you want another practice, practice on the back. Just gonna wipe that off. And then they've got, this time, enjoy in the circle. Let's find that one. But I could put with love. I'm going to put with love, just to be different. So just inking that up again. A little practice on here. There we go. So you can see that really nice strong images, even though it's photopolymer. You can still get a really strong image. Right, glasses are off, folks. And my with love is going on here. There it is. Right, let's take, that's all of our stamping, I think. So there's our with love. And then this time round we've got this piece going across, and as I say, just for speed I'm using our Tombow glue, but there are glue dots included, so you don't need your own glue for our kits. So this is going across there, and then our Merry Christmas is going across, and again we're using dimensionals for that. So I hope everybody's had a good week so far. I've had a busy week, but that's part of the course. We've got coffee and card tomorrow afternoon with some more Christmas designs, so I'm looking forward to that. That's in Brackley. And then I'm at a craft fair come market on Sunday, so if you're in the Brackley area, do pop down and see me. That's in Edgerton Hall, just off Poppy Fields Way. Right, that's that bit. Let's find the gift card that goes with this. So they've put the red one, this one here. So this is the one that's going to go on the back, so you've got a really nice contrast. And then with love, and just remember that's where I want my dimensionals to go. And obviously you can write on the back of the tag as well. So there we go. So I've got that going at an angle. Let's pop out that little hole, and then we're going to turn that over and put these together so that you've got the tag with that design, and then on the back you've got the gift card that you can put in, and then obviously you can leave this loose to stamp on the back of here as well if you want to. And they use red again for this one, and again I'm not going to use a huge amount of baker's twine. And there is even on the instructions a grid here with centimetres on one side and inches on the other. So if you haven't got a good paper or a ruler, you can use that. And as I said, if you missed it early on, there are 2 QR codes on the instructions. One is for beginning stamping techniques, just shows you how to stamp if you've never done it before, and the other one will take you to the kits collection videos so you can see how this has all been created. So let's just, I'm going to do this one slightly differently. Just going to feed this one through if I can, like so, putting those together. So there we are, that's that one with our gift card holder behind, so that's number 2. And then our third one is the one with the tree, so the red base here. And don't forget that you've got all of these elements that have come out, so you could easily collage those together and make a card, just simply with that and a bit of pattern paper. Or, as I said, use these actually on your card, don't use them as tags. Oh, well done, Carol. I saw that. They looked really good on your photo, and it is hard work preparing, I do know. Right, this one has our remaining one here, and it looks like they put that across the bottom. Let's grab our last one. I hope it's successful for you. I don't know if you've been there before running a make and take. What I do like about these kits is you get spares, so that if it doesn't go to plan, you can use one of the spares. And this one, they said a little something for a friend, so let's use that one. That would be a great little sentiment for an everyday card as well. And they put with love on that one. Okay, so that's going to go onto there. And as I said, you can swap these around. I'm just going to ink this one up. And just pop this on the back. Make sure I don't get ink where I shouldn't. Okay, a little something for a friend. So I'm going to put that on there. Oh, I can smell my dinner cooking. It's in the slow cooker. And it smells very nice. Okay, a little something for a friend, and I am going to use the with love again because I like that sentiment, but there are other ones in there that you could use. And I need to find my circles, which are here. Okay, excellent. Are you doing that with somebody, Carol, I wonder? Okay, so the little bit on my E hasn't come out, so I am just going to try that again straight over. Didn't work brilliantly, so thank goodness there are spares. But what I can do with this one is stamp it on the reverse. There we are. Okay, so let's pop this one together. So this one goes, trying to see, I think they've got it just a little way up from the bottom of that. And I'm going to pop glue on. Now you could use, if you wanted to, the white side rather than the green side. Obviously it would be facing the other way, but if you wanted to, I think that would look really nice. You could also colour that in, if you were careful, with your ink or blending brush. But because I'm going to do a set, give or take, as the samples, and then, as I said, I will do some other ones. Don't drop it, Jenny. Don't drop it because you'll get ink everywhere. I had it the wrong way around. Go. It's just making sure the glue wasn't showing on the back, otherwise it'd be sticking to everything. A little something. Oh, excellent with Julia, brilliant. Okay, pop that on with dimensionals. This would be a great fun kit to do near Christmas with family or with youngsters, because you could sit there making all your tags and then divvy them up. So it makes 9 complete tags with gift tags, but I think you could make a lot more just using the components. Okay, and then this one must be the red and the green crisscross. So our with love is going on there. You can have it across there. I might do this one further down, just for something different. There we go. So you don't have to put a gift card in the back. As I said, you could actually just fold it over and attach it on the back, and then leave it as is. You don't have to put something in. You could put a little note in. You could put cash in if you wanted to, if you didn't want to put a gift card. Okay, so that's going to go onto there. And let's grab some green baker's twine this time. So you do get red and green. And as I say, I'm just using a smaller amount than needed. I don't know why, because there'll be plenty spare anyway. Get in there. There we are. Just going to knot that at the top. And then I will tidy it up because it's not very pretty. And there we go. Little something for a friend. So let me put my glasses on, show you what I've done. So 1, 2, 3 tags. Let me lift that up. Thank you, Jeanette. Have a good weekend yourself. So there's 3 tags, and then on the back they've all got a space and a sentiment for a gift card to pop in if you wanted to, or as I say, it could be cash. So that's as they have designed. And then what I will do next week, probably next week, is pop back and do some alternative designs. Not because I think it needs it, but I just don't want to waste these lovely big tags. And I think there's quite a lot you could do with those. So that's what I'm going to do. And I even wonder whether you could open this out to make more, you know, more use of that. So you could put that panel behind the star and then use that panel behind something else. Who knows? Leave that with me. So I hope you enjoy the kit. It's called Christmas Gifting Kit. It's £20 and it's still available at the moment, and you have plenty to play with afterwards. If you're interested in ordering, just let me know. And remember, even when you've finished the projects, you will still have the stamp set, the block, and the ink pad. And then you will probably have a little bit of baker's twine and things left over as well. So thank you for joining me. I hope you have a great evening. It's nice to catch up with you. Thank you once again for all your support. Thank you for your lovely and kind wishes on my recent achievements as announced by Stampin' Up. I love what I do. and it's just the icing on the cake really to be recognised by Stampin' Up as one of the demonstrators in the top 20 in the UK for various different things. So I'm number 11 overall, so I'm really pleased with that. So thank you everybody for your support. I look forward to catching up with you all really soon. Have a great evening. If I don't catch you before, have a great weekend. All the best to you, Carol, for your event with Julia on Saturday. And I will be back Monday morning with our coffee and card design and our new stamp set of the week. Thank you so much everyone. Do take care. Thanks Moretta, Brenda, Jeanette, Carol and Nick, if you're still there, Lisa, and anybody else who's watching that hasn't said hi. And obviously if you've been watching on replay, thank you to you too. Do use #replay. Oh, hi Julia. Yeah, all the best. Yeah, hope it goes well for you both. All right, take care everyone. Bye for now. Thanks for watching. Cheers.